Hello everybody, E here. Welcome back to From the Desk. Today we're going to be talking about beta readers, how to find them, and how to possibly, if you're a reader and not an author, how to offer your services. First off, I want to thank Kip Rainey for suggesting this. He said, since you brought, in his comment, he says, since you brought them up and featured in your opening salvo how to cultivate betas and how to get the feedback you want and you need and want as a possible topic. So I figured since I did mention them in the last video, I would go ahead and jump right into this one. I got several suggestions on videos and we will tackle them all, I promise you. But since this one ties in with the last one, I figured we'd go ahead and jump into this one. So one of the most important things for authors to understand is the role of a beta reader. Beta readers are not editors. Let's get that out of the way right off the bat. If somebody asks you to beta read your book, or if you offer beta reading to them, one of the things you have to remember is it is not their job to edit content. It is not their job to edit the actual structure of the work. It's not their job to find errors. All those things can be included in beta reading. The issue here is payment. If you are going to... Now, there are a lot of beta readers who will work for you just because they love your work. The ones I suggest... The ones that catch the biggest problems, the ones that catch the most problems, that you go ahead and offer them a position as a content editor or whatever, and you pay them. If you do not have that, and they're fine with it, if it's a consensual relationship, fine. I can't tell you what to do, and I can't tell them what to do. But a beta reader usually doesn't get paid. We're going to tackle also why you shouldn't use your fans as beta readers. And that goes against everything I've seen online. Everybody I know uses their buddies to beta read. The biggest problem with that in finding friends or fans, one or the other, because not all friends are fans, not all fans are friends, is you do not want somebody who absolutely just fangirls over you. You want somebody who is going to look at your work critically, take that piece of work and tell you their honest opinion about it. If you ever get a beta read back and that beta read says, oh, this is perfect the way it is, and you gave them a rough draft, we'll get to that also, you got a problem. Thank them for their work. Thank them, whatever work you want to call that. Thank them for their time, and send them a free copy of the book, paperback or whatever when it comes out. Going into the role of a beta reader more, what you're dealing with when you are beta reading, what the expectation should be, that they're only reading you to give you input as a reader on the book. Did the order of the book flow? Were there any parts that were unbelievable? Now, this might sound like content editing. The differences here are slight. Content editing, you would actually have somebody tear apart your manuscript. Someone would go in with red ink and go through it. That's the biggest difference. With beta reading, you don't want that. You just want a note at the end of their read with any problems they had. You also want to know what they liked, if they liked anything. But that's really important. Beta readers, not proofreaders. Beta reader is when, as soon as you are done with your rough draft, you're going to put it away. This is my advice. This is what I do. You can do it if you want to. You're going to put it away for a couple months. You're going to write the next book. You always have one you're working on, one marinating, and one you're editing. Then once that a couple months has passed, you pull that out, you do a first draft. All right? Not a rough draft. That rough draft is just you telling yourself a story. The first draft is you going through and making sure that to you, everything makes sense and is how you want it to go. Let's see here. From that point, if you are happy with it, and that you found no more issues on your end, there's still issues, I promise you. If you found no more issues, then you're going to send it to your beta readers. All they're going to do is read it and go, oh, okay, send it back with their notes. Okay, they're not going to edit the actual manuscript. They're not going to change anything in the manuscript. That's for the job. The very next thing after that is content editing. Somebody's going to go through with a red pen and slash it all up. Next one is, let's say, line editing, structure, prose, all that stuff. You're going to make sure that for clarity, you're going to go make sure that every single line reads as you want it to read, or the editor is, anyways. And you're going to have, hopefully, probably, back and forth with one editor as far as line editing is concerned multiple times. Then, once you are happy with the final draft, all the editing is done, all the word choice is done, every sentence is built how you want it to be built, you are going to send it off to proofreaders. The only job of a proofreader is to find mistakes. They are not there for your content, and they are not there for line editing. You guys have to realize this. You are either overworking or underworking people. Beta readers get overworked constantly. They are asked all the time to edit, and that's not their job. I'm sorry, I'm rather passionate on that point. But that's not their job, because usually these people, they're not getting paid. Some authors don't even offer them a copy of the book, which is sad, but it happens. Okay, now on how to find a beta reader. And if you guys have any questions that I don't cover in this, please, down there in the doobly-doo. We're going on long. It's already 6 minutes, so I'm going to try and wrap this up in the next 4. So, how to find beta readers. If you find someone who is critical of your work, but still pleasant in their review. Now, some people are going to complain about this because authors aren't supposed to really contact readers at all. It's not so you're breaking a wall there. But if you find somebody that is very critical of you, but still enjoys the work, it's like, okay, well, there was this problem, there was that problem with the plot. I'm not talking about editing. If somebody's complaining about your editing, nothing you can do about it. The book's out there, whatever. I'm talking about complaining about, let's say, plot points. Any number of things, anything that I mentioned in the first part of this video, if they mention any of those things, like I said, plot points, believability is a big key of a beta reader. Any of those things, send them a message. Hey, I really enjoyed your review of my piece, even if you didn't enjoy it. You need their help. I really enjoyed the book, your review of my book. I agree with what you said, because you have to agree. I mean, if you don't agree, then there's no use working with this person. Would you please beta read my next project? You're going to get some people that don't respond at all. You're going to get some people who will respond with a no. You're going to get some people that get angry at you. It's just the way things go. But the ones that you can snag, the ones that you can get, and if you also want to make sure that you let them know, this isn't my rough draft. It will be edited to the best of my ability before I send it to you, but it is not the final product. You have to make sure you say all those things. Once you have that person, once you find that person, that's all and good. I've done this twice, and I got positive responses from both people. So I'm only guessing here, with responses. I know people don't like. I know there are quite a few readers who do not like being contacted. So keep that in mind before you do any of it. How I normally get my beta readers is they contact me, and they've asked me, or I will put out a line. I used to do this. I don't do this anymore. The team that I have right now is amazing. Gregor, Sarah, Thomas. You guys are great. You guys can thank them for the sound of broken ribs, by the way. Okay, so you can put out a blog post if you have a following. This isn't really good advice for the first-time author, or second-time author, or whatever it is you're wanting to do to cultivate beta readers. But you put out a blog post and tell your following, hey, look, the problem with that is that I have found is you're going to get more fans than anything else. You are going to get people who want to read your stuff for free. And that's why, you send them the book, they read it, they send it back, oh, this was glorious, you don't change a thing, I didn't have any problems. If you get that, don't believe them. I know they're probably telling you the truth. They're probably telling you the truth. Don't believe it. Don't get it stuck in your head. There are too many authors out there right now who get these sycophants that just feed them bullshit. at a constant stream. I've seen it. I see it a lot. And I'll get, oh, well, I had like 18 different beta readers on here, and there'll be some glaringly horrible problem with the book that none of them said anything about. Well, 18 people said it was great. Yeah, but those 18 people were probably your fans. Oh, that's my speaker going off. Anyways, last, but not least, is for the readers out there, how do you offer services? It's as easy as contacting the author. If the author has any contact information, then send him an email, hit him up on Twitter, Facebook, any social media. Just be pleasant. That's one thing you have to remember is a lot of this business, when you're an indie, is all about customer service. And it's people interaction. Now, if you're a reader, you want to be pleasant also. You don't want to email the guy and say, hey, your book's friggin' horrible. You know, here's all the problems with it. Let me beta... No, just say, hey, if you're interested in... If you need beta readers for your work, please. Another thing is, if you're going to offer beta reading, please be honest. Be ready to hurt somebody's feelings. The best books are torn to pieces and rebuilt from the ground up. Okay? Sometimes people get it right first, second, third draft, first draft, whatever. But you have to, if you want to help your author, you have to be honest. It doesn't help anybody by sugarcoating things. Anyway, I hope that's everything. I hope I covered everything, and I covered it well. If not, let me know down there in the doobly-doo. And until next time, I have been E, you've been you. This has been a long-ass video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.